Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala ma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll be doing a presentation on the Battle of Tours. So firstly we'll be uh doing the background. We'll be talking about the historical context and what happened before. Then after we'll be talking about the leaders, the two sides of the battle and who led each side. And then after we'll be talking about the causes, what caused the battle to happen, what were and what were any factors that contributed to the violent start of this uh, major battle. And then we'll be talking about what happened during. We'll talk about the events. We'll talk about how what happened, what each side did. Then afterwards, we'll be talking about the strategic maneuvers and the methods used by each side. So it will cover we'll be covering parts like the shield wall formation, the counterattack made by Charles Martel, and the encirclement tactic Frankish used to trap the Umayyad forces. We will then talk about the outcome, who won, and what happened as a result of that win. We will then talk about the controversies of the battle. Uh, if there are any uncertainties and any contradictions that the historians might have about the battle. We'll then talk about the significance of the battle. So we'll talk about how the battle uh, has an impact in our modern lives, and then we'll mention the Islamic aspects. We'll talk about how it affects us as Muslims and how it correlates to our Islamic to our lives as Muslims, and then we'll just close it off with the conclusion.
The Islamic world was expanding quickly due to the spread of Islam, successful military actions, and the strong influence of Islamic culture. On the other side, in Western Europe, things were a bit uncertain. Different kingdoms were popping up after the fall of the Roman Empire. This mix of opportunities and tensions set the stage for the Battle of Tours, where two very different worlds clashed, each on the verge of significant changes. Let's get acquainted with the central figures who played pivotal roles in the Battle of Tours. On one side, we find the Umayyad Caliphate, led by the formidable Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman wasn't just a military commander, he also served as the effective ruler of the Islamic territory in the present-day Spain, known as Al-Andalus. His leadership and strategic prowess were instrumental in driving the Umayyad expansion into Europe. On the other side, we meet Charles Martel, often known as the Hammer of Franks. Charles was the natural leader of the Frankish kingdom, a significant power in Western Europe. His military prowess and leadership made him a central figure in European history. Charles Martel's decisions and strategies greatly impact the outcome of the battle and its enduring consequences. These two leaders, each with their own unique aspiration and dreams, would collide in a momentous chapter of history, shaping not only the battle's result, but also its profound influence on the course of history. Firstly, the Umayyad Caliphate, under the leadership of Abdul Rahman, had ambitious plans to expand their territories further into Western Europe. They believed controlling the region around Tours was strategically significant for their broader objectives. Secondly, we can't ignore the religious and cultural aspects. The clash between Islam and Christianity was a significant backdrop to this conflict. It wasn't just about land, it was about different belief systems and ways of life coming into contact. Additionally, the power vacuum in Western Europe after the fall of the Roman Empire created an environment where various kingdoms and leaders were vying for influence. This competition added to the tension.
It all began with the initial assault when the Umayyad forces launched a ferocious attack. Their advance was marked by intense clashes and skirmishes. Then a pivotal moment arrived with the hammer. Charles Martel, the Frankish leader, earned his nickname by leading a strong counteroffensive that halted the Umayyad advance. The flank maneuver by Charles' forces marked the turning point of the battle. It involved a decisive flanking movement that caught the Umayyad troops off guard and led to their eventual defeat. These events, from the initial assault to the strategic flank, collectively shaped the outcome of this historic battle. Now, let's dive into the tactical aspects of the Battle of Tours. The Frankish infantry employed a formidable shield wall formation which provided a solid defense against the initial Umayyad onslaught. This tightly packed defensive line effectively absorbed the enemy's attacks. Charles Martel's counterattack strategy was a brilliant move that changed the course of the battle. By organizing a fierce and coordinated offensive, the Franks managed to regain momentum. The encirclement tactic, employed skillfully by the Franks, played a pivotal role in sealing the fate of the Umayyad forces. This maneuver involved strategically surrounding the enemy, leaving them trapped and vulnerable. These tactical maneuvers, including the shield wall, counterattack, and encirclement, were instrumental in determining the battle's outcome. In the end, the Franks emerged triumphant, but the impact extended far beyond the battlefield. First of all, the Frankish victory held immense religious significance. It ensured the survival and dominance of Christianity in Europe, safeguarding its position as a predominant faith in the region. The battle also played a pivotal role in preventing the westward spread of Islam, thereby shaping the religious landscape of Europe for centuries to come. In the aftermath of the battle, the Carolingian dynasty rose to power. This dynasty's ascendancy marked a turning point in European history. They laid the foundations of medieval European states and established the Holy Roman Empire, which would shape European politics and government for centuries to come. The Battle of Tours also left an unforgettable mark on European culture. The fusion of Frankish and Roman cultures, influenced by the victory, gave rise to a new civilization in Europe. This civilization had its own distinct art, architecture, and language, contributing to the rich tapestry of European culture.
While the battle is often celebrated as a pivotal moment in European history, historians have debated certain aspects. Some question the actual size of the armies and the exact location of the battle. Additionally, there's a debate over the long term impact of the battle halting Islamic expansion into Europe, as it's argued that other factors like internal divisions within Umayyad Khalif played a significant role. These controversies highlight the complex nature of historical events and remind us that our understanding is the past of the past is continuously evolving. Now, let's explore the lasting significance of Battle of Tours. The battle holds a special place in history, and its legacy endures in various ways. In Tours, France, there stands a monument marking this historical clash. This monument serves as a reminder of the battle's historical significance. Culturally, the battle has left its mark on the collective memory of Europe. It symbolizes a moment when different cultures collided, leaving an unforgettable imprint on the region's identity. Politically, the Battle of Tours has also been used as a symbol of resistance and the defense of European values. It is a reminder of a time when leaders like Charles Martel stood against external forces. This political symbolism continues to resonate in discussions of national uniqueness and sovereignty.
I'm sure you could all agree with me when I say the Muslims felt a sort of pain in their heart for losing such an important battle. But regardless of the outcome, the Battle of Tours could be perceived as a test of patience from Allah. In Islam, we are taught to have patience and endure trials with unwavering trust in Allah. The loss was undoubtedly a moment of great challenge for the Muslims, but they persevered and maintain their patience and resilience. A person could say that the Muslims kept Surah Baqarah, ayah 155 in mind, where Allah says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين. And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. In this ayah, we are told to patiently endure the troubles that we as Muslims may encounter, as there will be a great reward for those who do just that. The Battle of Tours, though a difficult and discouraging event, would have been an opportunity for the Muslims to exemplify their patience, their trust in Allah, and their commitment to Islam. It highlights the deep importance of patience and demonstrates that even when faced with adversity, a person's iman may be increased through their patience and trust in Allah. In closing, the Battle of Tours stands as a climatic moment in history, a clash of civilizations that resonates through time. We've journeyed through the historical context that set the stage for this battle, explored the key events and tactics that unfolded on that fateful day, and examined the profound impact it had on the religious, political, and cultural side of things. From a Muslim perspective, the battle serves as a reminder of the significance of patience and unwavering faith in the face of adversity. It highlights the enduring lessons of endurance and trust in Allah's plan, demonstrating that even in challenging times, spiritual growth and a deeper connection with Allah can be achieved. The outcome of the Battle of Tours was not merely a military victory, but a turning point that shaped the course of history. The Frankish triumph secured the promise of Christianity in Europe, influenced political structures that lasted for centuries, and gave rise to a new European civilization with its own unique cultural identity. As we reflect on this historic clash, we are reminded that history is a tapestry woven from the threads of human courage, determination, and resilience. The Battle of Tours, with its complexities and consequences, is a testament to the enduring impact of human decisions and the ever evolving narrative of our shared past. I hope you learned something beneficial from this presentation. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.